Well, look at what we have here. I'm actually doing a podcast episode. It's been, I believe, late September was the last time I did an episode, and it's been a lot that's happened. Secret Tuttle happened. My birthday has such happened. We had the holidays. We had some things, and we're gonna catch up on all that. And obviously, I'm gonna talk a little sports, of course. But I think for this one, we're gonna do a lot more updates and personal talk and just talking more than just sports today. But we also are gonna just I'm just gonna update you guys on my life, what's been going on. Had some goals I got coming for 2025. It's been something, but we're gonna talk about sports and then we're gonna talk about something else. We're definitely gonna talk about something else. Let's get it. Like I said, we're gonna talk about some sports, obviously, because it's usually the main core of this podcast. But I think we're gonna definitely talk about some other stuff. But I think since I've done a episode, we were like at maybe like week 3 or week 4 of the NFL season. Um, since then, we are currently in the conference championship weekend. We we got the Bills and Chiefs, Commanders and Eagles for the NFC and AFC respectfully. Uh, I will say that I coming into the playoffs, I was definitely cheering on the Lions. It kind of sucks the way they played. They played not the best. Washington just came in and just stomped on them boys. I was very surprised about that. I thought maybe it would be a close game. I'm not surprised if it was close, but they kind of just ran Detroit out the building. Um, the Eagles getting there. Saquon's pretty much just putting the boys on his back. Their defense is pretty solid. I don't know who to cheer for here, and my heart was to go Washington because I just there are some Eagles fans that I find a little annoying. I just don't like the Eagles in general. But I will say I am happy for Saquon that he's on a team that actually has a chance to win this thing. And watching him being in Jersey, I got to watch most of the Giants games, and watching him in New York, watching him play for the Giants was sad to see because it was like he's he's showing that he's a at least he's been 100% like a top like what 4 or 5 player in the league this year. Um, he hit the well he hit 2,000 yards. I think it was like one of what like 8 people to hit 2K. He had a chance to go for the rushing record, but they decided to pretty much like rest him, for that last week, which is I understand. Especially you don't want him to like get hurt out there or anything like that. But I will say I am, and that was the one thing I remember always saying, and I was happy for Saquon just to him for him to get out of New York because I watched him try to put that team on his back. That O line isn't great. Like the Giants just aren't great. The Cowboys ain't much better, but the Giants they just bad. They're just bad, straight up. But speaking of the Cowboys, we finally got rid of McCarthy, which I'm very very happy about. There's the whole talk about Dion possibly coming, which would be nice. Um, I definitely think we do need a coach like that that's gonna like you know, inspire and try to, get them from like we've had teams legit. I think anybody who's actual sports fan will agree that we've had teams in the last I don't know maybe 10 years. We had a couple teams that we legit could have probably at least made it to a conference championship game. And I ain't saying win the Super Bowl, but we've definitely had teams that we probably could have won a Super Bowl. But it was just like I don't know. It was I don't know what it is. I think I know what it is. It's probably Jerry Jones. he's I don't like that he's making all the decisions, making all the moves, but this was the best move he's made in a while. And I'm happy that we're at least trying to see what we have. We did sign Dak and sign uh, Lamb and stuff, and hopefully we can get Parson under contract and stuff. But we definitely got it. We definitely got some things to work on. That O line, our running backs. I will say our special teams isn't bad. Turpin's pretty solid. We have a pretty solid kicker. that's probably the two things I could say that's pretty solidified on our team. But we'll see. We'll see what the Cowboys do. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too much because they always let me down. But since they're also speaking of getting hopes up, I don't know if I've done an episode since then, but the Liberty we finally got our first chip. They were one of my few teams that had never won a championship, so it's nice to see them finally getting over the hump. There was a lot of controversy about the games and stuff. And speaking of women's basketball, we might as well just keep on rolling the women's basketball. The Unrivaled League has officially got underway. I haven't been able to catch any games, which I've watched a few. I've watched a few like highlights and stuff, but I haven't really been able to catch some of the games or any of the games at the moment. But nonetheless, I'm happy that the women have something that they can do during the off season in the US where they don't have to go overseas and do all this other stuff. But and also like I was thinking, I was like, this is gonna like help like free agency where we're probably gonna see, you know, because there's Unrivaled pretty much was like they did it like a draft process. They had about 6 coaches, and there's basically it's 3-on-3 basketball, and it's gonna be a lot of people mixed up. You know, obviously, you know, you got people from the different teams and stuff mixed up together. So it's like it's kind of similar to what like the men do with the whole quote unquote super teams. I think it's gonna be people trying to sign with other people and try to get together and make some kind of quote unquote super teams and stuff. But it should be fun. It's gonna be interesting. And also, there's a new team coming, the Valkyries, which I'm excited that we got another team in the league. I believe there was talk. I think I don't know if it was a Canada team or something, but I hope a team like a city like Boston or Philly kind of gets a team because I feel like those are really good. They're really good sports cities. So I think it would be good for the league. I think Boston definitely would be one. I think would be a plus. But I think oh yeah, and I've also been speaking of sports, I've been doing my little parlays and stuff. It's been going okay. Not the greatest. I've definitely learned a few things about doing parlays and stuff. I don't bet too much. I'm more of a I do a few bucks, about $2, 4. I think the highest I've done of my own money is probably 10. Like I don't go too crazy. This was my first year really getting into the parlays and stuff. So I've been just kind of just learning and doing things, and I've picked up on some trends and things, and I've won a couple recently, a little $40 here, a little $30 there. Like I don't go too crazy. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what sports we're gonna talk about. But we'll be back. We got some stuff. I've there's a lot of things that's happened since September, and I gotta catch you guys up if you're not in my streams or like in the podcast. I mean podcast, not in my streams or in my Discord or anything like that, or not around me much. But I got some stuff I gotta catch up y'all on. It's been fun, but it's been interesting. But that's it for probably the sports talk. But we'll be back. We'll be back. All right. Now I've said that we got some stuff to talk about. I think first of all, I think I have to cover Secret Tunnel. Me and Chipmunk, it happened. It happened in October, and it was a great moment. Surprised at Ash on stream. It was a good time. Hales also joined us. It was cool kind of meeting him. The whole experience of the trip was really fun. It was my first time in Florida. Everything pretty decent. We were down there during Hurricane Milton, and we had a couple days where we didn't have power. It was like kept going on and off, which kind of sucks. Other than that, though, like for the most part, the trip went all right. It went fine. It was nice meeting Ash, meeting Chipmunk IRL for the first time because he came to my house, and I'm near Newark Airport, so we left from there. But yeah, it was pretty fun. It was definitely a good experience. Disney was all right. For me, I think it was the walking around. It's a lot of walking. I love the whole vibe of Disney, which is kind of cool. I just don't like. It was just a lot of walking, and it took a lot out of me physically and mentally because I kind of got in my head about feeling like I was slowing everybody up and doing all this stuff. But we've kind of like everybody was just like, no, it's a lot of walking for everybody, and I have a knee that's not really the best. I tore my tendon in high school, so it's like still bothers me from time to time. So that was bothering me along with the heat. It wasn't super hot, but it was warm. It's still Florida. Um, like the heat was kind of a thing, and I think it was just the people. It was just a lot of people, and I have a really bad anxiety around people when it's a lot, and it kind of makes me nervous. So I think it was just the combination of everything, and it was like I said, I did enjoy the vibe of Disney. I just the walking just sucks, and but nonetheless, I had fun. The whole trip as a whole was fun. We, like I said, because of the hurricane, uh, we didn't get hit too bad where we were, but we didn't get to do much. We ended up going to like this little arcade kind of situation that they had down there. Had like a golf course, had mini golf, and it was like an arcade on the inside. Had pretty much had a lot of fun there and stuff. That was the last night we were there. But nonetheless, it was a good trip. It definitely was worth it. We're planning another one soon. I don't know if I'd be able to go, but we'll see. We'll see. But we're trying. Let's see, what else can we? There's been Marvel Rivals. Got to talk about Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals has been it's been it's been so fun to have a I've I was at the time, I remember just not really knowing what I wanted to stream, where it wasn't fun anymore. But because of Marvel Rivals, I've have this new love of gaming again, which has been nice. The game's really fun. I know the whole Overwatch comparisons and stuff. And I will say I still go to Overwatch. I go try to do my dailies and things like that. I still play it from time to time, but I I don't really have the urge to like stream it personally. But I will say, Marvel Rivals has been super fun. I've been trying to up my content on like YouTube and stuff. I've done. Oh yeah, I hadn't even done the Call of Duty campaign since I last streamed, so I've been slowly uploading that to YouTube. I've played through the first two Mafia games, which were really fun. I definitely want to try to get the third one going soon. It's been, I will say, I've definitely felt this new love for streaming for sure recently, and Marvel Rivals has a lot to do with that. Um, so I did make some goals for the 2025 New Year, and one of them was 200 streams in a year, and it's something I've never done. It's something that's been kind of pushing me, which has been nice. Um, I also have a goal of 500 YouTube subs and being able to. I still want to try to get my driver's license. Gonna try to do that again. Um, I've made some goals, some reachable goals. Getting some steady income is definitely obviously a huge one. It's been tough financially, and every day I kind of stress about it and stuff, and just uh, it's a lot on my mind. It's been a lot on my mind, but I kind of am feeling optimistic sometimes, and there's times I'm not feeling super optimistic. It's the ups and downs of my mental health. Like one day I feel like I can conquer the world, and then the next I feel like I can't get out of bed, and that's been the hardest thing I think with my mental health and stuff. And but for overall, like recently, the last few months, I've been okay for the most part. Like I said, the streaming has really helped. Putting up content has helped. I'm gonna definitely try to keep that going. I've been, like I said, I've been uploading the COD campaign. Just search Big Mama Stuff on YouTube. You should find me. Uh, I'm gonna start uploading the Mafia slowly. Like I said, I played through the first two games, so hopefully we could get those going. Like I said, I've been enjoying editing, and it's not much. Like I'm usually just like breaking down the stream. Usually I'll stream the whatever I'm playing, whatever campaign I'm playing, and I'll just kind of cut it up, put it on YouTube, make it thumbnails, things like that. Like I've been doing that on myself recently, and it's been nice. It's been nice to kind of um it's been nice to kind of, excuse me, I'm yawning. It's been nice to kind of like actually have some kind of urge to do those things, and that's why I kind of got up today. I was like, I kind of want to finally do the podcast again, and I really would love to do this at least once a week. Today's what, Thursday, the 23rd of January. So hopefully we could try to at least get this once weekly, at least once, even if it's like not just mainly sports, because I'll be honest, like after the football season's over, I'm gonna probably not gonna have much to watch because the NBA hasn't been fun to watch. I haven't really had an urge to watch it. I legit don't. And it's just, and it's sad because the NBA basketball is my favorite sport. It was what I got into sports for. I wanted to play in the WNBA. I wanted all that stuff, and to see the NBA kind of just being not entertaining that much. And it's been weird that people have legit. I know we're not supposed to be talking about sports here, but it kind of came up. It's been crazy because people have been saying I actually miss the WNBA, and it's nice to see that people are realizing. And obviously, with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all that stuff, like obviously it brought more eyes to the league, which was good. And this whole unrivaled thing is super cool and everything. So I'm hoping people could realize that, you know, the WNBA, it's basketball, man. It's been entertaining. It's always been entertaining to me personally, but you know, I have my own things. I know everybody has their likes and dislikes, which is fine. I just, you know, it's nice to see people actually enjoying the league and realizing that, you know, the women been balling over here for a while, man. So, but nonetheless, like I said, okay, we said Secret Tunnel, streaming. Oh, my birthday. My birthday was January 8th. I had a little birthday stream. It was pretty fun. We were playing a lot of Marvel and stuff. And everything. It was a good time. I got to hang out with my family the Saturday after, which was really fun. We played some games. We were just chilling, hanging out, had some cake. It was a good time. It was a good time. I enjoyed my birthday. It was nice to finally, like, it had been a while since I spent it with like people in person. So it was like it was nice to kind of spend it with my family and my cousins and stuff. So let me see. What? I'm trying to think of something because it's been a lot. Like I said, I haven't streamed since. I haven't streamed. I haven't done a podcast episode since September. So I'm like trying to think of everything that's happened in the last like 4+ months. But yeah, it's been overall. It's been decent. I'm still working on my obviously mental health stuff, my health stuff in general. I think what's been kind of getting me down mostly recently is it's been a lot of grief. I still kind of struggle with stuff as far as grieving and things. My mom and my grandmother, aunts and uncles that have passed on and all that stuff. It's been really hard because I feel alone a lot, where I don't really have somebody that I could be like, hey, you know, let's talk. Even though I do have friends and they're good about that stuff, but I just don't want to bug everyone with my mental health stuff. So I isolate a lot. It's something that has been that a lot of people tell me to not do, but I have a tendency to do it. And I'm still working on it, and I'm trying not to beat myself up for the things I can't control, and be happy about the things, and you know, work on the things that I can control. And I think that's the toughest thing. I think we all kind of like, we get so upset about, you know, seeing somebody else have something that you wish you could have, and it's like, you know, and all that stuff like that. But I've definitely been trying to ground myself when it comes to that stuff and not think too much about the things that I can't control, and try to, you know, keep the things I can control, and be easier on myself, even though it still gets hard. We go keep pushing. We keep pushing, and I'm happy I was able to get up and do this. I'm proud of myself for doing this, for finally like getting up and doing an episode, because I've been promising that I was gonna do one for a while. Like I was like, I'm gonna do one before the year comes in and do one before my birthday, and then it was just like the days would go by and I just was like not really feeling it. But I'm happy I gotta be able to get on and do a podcast episode. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do these weekly. We'll see. Obviously with the NFL season kind of winding down, I mean spring training is gonna be here in about like a month or two. Obviously we're gonna talk some baseball and stuff. Speaking of them damn Yankees, they pissed me off. I realized I didn't talk about them, and I forgot that when I did this the last time, we were in the playoffs at the time. Got it to the World Series and it pretty much just didn't show up, low key. I'm gonna be honest. And Soto leaving us and all that stuff. Yeah, whatever. But nonetheless, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I do appreciate anybody that takes 2 seconds to either follow me here or support me in any way, whether it's follow me on like Twitch or the socials and stuff. Come through to the streams. I do really appreciate everybody for supporting me in any way you do. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. You can follow me on all socials, Big Mama Stuff everywhere. Big Mama Stuff on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. TikTok is, I have an underscore in there. Definitely check out the YouTube, because I'm gonna be adding a lot of stuff to the YouTube recently. I mean, yeah, soon. I actually have been, but go follow me everywhere. And I think, like I said, I thank everybody for the support, whether it's here or anywhere else. I do appreciate the support. But love your faces. Stay beautiful. I'll see you in the next one. Remember to drink your water, check on a homie, and remember you're loved. Peace.